to add unlike sign numbers or different sign numbers, so we're going to perform subtraction. That's why earlier I mentioned that subtraction of or basic subtraction is important because we're going to apply subtraction on the unlike sign numbers. So the rule is subtract the absolute values of the numbers and prefix the sign of the number with the greater absolute value. So basic subtraction yung apply natin, and after that we are going to determine kung sino yung merong greater absolute value. Then yun yung sign na susundin natin. So let's have some examples for that one. So I have here 11 plus negative 9. So ang sabi sa rule is we subtract. So subtract the numbers if they have different signs. So since 11 is positive and negative 9 is a negative number, so we subtract the 2. So perform natin yung basic subtraction. So we have 11 minus 9. So we know that 11 minus 9 is 2. Okay? And if we're going to observe, or we're going to determine which one has a greater absolute value, it will show that 11 has a greater absolute value. So the sign that we're going to have is positive sign. So the final answer is positive 2. Or we can just say it's 2. So that's the answer when we add 11 and negative 9. Okay, so another example. So you have negative 24 plus 100. So negative 24 plus 100, kung titignan natin, they have different sign. The operation is still addition. The major operation is still addition. But considering the signs, we have negative for negative 24. Negative 24 is a negative number and 100 is a positive number. So we're going to subtract the 2 because of the rule of the addition of unlike sign numbers. Okay? So how do we do that? So absolute value of 100. So unahin natin si 100 because we are performing the basic subtraction. Okay? And then minus 24. So 100 minus 24 will give us 76. Okay, and then getting the number or determining which number has a greater absolute value. So we have 100 and 24. So we know that 100 is greater than 24. So the sign is still, or the sign that we're going to follow is positive. So the final answer is positive 76, or we can just simply write 76 here. Okay? So that's example number 2 for addition of unlike sign numbers. Another one. We have here negative 39 plus 7. So again, different sign numbers. 39 is negative and 7 is positive. So performing, so getting the absolute value, we have 39 Okay, so 39 and 7. So basic subtraction. So consider natin si 39 minus 7. So sa ibang side ko siya nilagay because if I'm going to put this, they will not be equal. So 39 minus 7, that will give us 32. Okay? So the answer here is 32. But we're going to determine first which one is the greater. Before we have the final answer, determine natin kung ano yung final, yung number that has a greater absolute value. So, in this part, 39 has a greater absolute value. And if we're going to base it from